Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's September 9th, 2024, back after a break of being in the mountains on a guided trip. We have quite the weather coming up this week. This was yesterday, some passing showers in the Pioneer Mountains, some virga seen in the far distance there. And if you're liking this broadcast, we ask that you do a one-time donation or a sustaining member donation as a monthly subscription. You can find the link below or in my profile. All right, outlook for the next couple days. So we're going to see some high pressure today. It's mostly zonal flow, west southwest winds. Don't look that intense. The highs are going to be in the mid 80s, and it's going to be mostly sunny with some increasing smoke. So we had a big uptick in the fires. We'll take a look at that in a second. So we're going to probably see some smoke enter the area today. Tomorrow it's going to be partly sunny, maybe some areas of smoke. Kind of all depends on how they do with the fires today. Highs in the lower 80s. There's a trough beginning to make its way through, so the winds are going to shift more to southwest with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Okay, so now the big story is going to be Wednesday evening through Thursday. We're going to have a pretty good rain event and snow in the mountains. That's right, snow is first major snowfall of the year. Looking not like crazy numbers, but a few inches. So if you're out there hunting in the high peaks, this can affect you. For everyone down the valley, make sure you cover those frost-sensitive plants on Thursday night. Friday morning looks like our cold morning. All right, let's get into it. Looking around this morning at morning temperatures, we're in the low 50s in the Wood River Valley, and Stanley is chilly in the mid 30s, just above freezing there. And the mountaintops are sitting with an inversion and also in the 50s. All right, looking at the satellite radar, we have that low that came through yesterday and really rocked all the fires around Cascade area, created some new lightning strikes, created new fires. We have high pressure building back in for the next day, day and a half before that storm comes in. All right, so looking around at the fires. So the biggest growth yesterday, kind of out of our zone, was up by Cascade. The lava fire really erupted. You could see it well on the satellite. I was reading people in Boise, you could see the plume, and that ran into the Boulder fire. So that's like just west and southwest of Cascades. So that fire basically became one fire yesterday. The Wapiti fire looks like it had some minor growth yesterday. I'll see if I can get a report on that. It's not really looking like it today time-wise. And then this fire down here, the Chimney Fire, which was the same day that the Glendale fire started, looked like it had some new growth yesterday, so we might pick up some smoke from there. But I'm guessing since with these westerly winds, it's just gonna kind of filter in some smoke from the fires above today, and that's what the forecast is calling for. This is looking at the HER smoke forecast. Let's put this in play here. So it's going to continue to be smoky up in Stanley in the Sawtooth area, and then that smoke is going to migrate south into the Wood River Valley, pretty thick down towards Ketchum around, what is that, 1 p.m. And then it kind of filters out a little bit, but it's going to have a haze, maybe in yellow danger rating in the afternoon. And then it kind of looks like tomorrow, you can't see it on this, but the winds are going to shift to the southwest. So that's going to push that smoke to the northeast. So it looks like today is going to be kind of the smokiest day in the near term future. And then look at these temperatures. We're going to be in the mid 80s and then fall all the way down to the upper 50s for Thursday as a surface cold front comes through Wednesday night. So it's going to be a lot of cool air from up north and also some rain. Let's look at the rain amounts. So this is going to be a wedding event. It's probably not going to be a season ender as far as fires go, but we'll play this through, yep, to Friday. And we'll just look at some precip amounts. So looking up where the Wapiti fire is currently picking up half an inch right now. The models are saying these have been kind of slightly going down, so we'll keep an eye as the storm gets closer. But that's going to be really good for the fire to help the firefighters suppress that a little bit, having higher humidities and actual measurable rainfall on it. So as you go further south to Galena Pass, we're falling into the 3/10 range, and then the Wood River Valley even less, picking up 1 to 2/10 of an inch, but we'll take whatever we can get. All right, now what's really exciting for me this time of year is to see our first major snowfall. This is not going to stick around for the winter, but it's always nice to start to see white stuff falling in the mountains. I haven't I'm not going to call out an elevation band, but Boise National Forest or National Weather Service was calling out 8 to 9,000 feet. So kind of rough estimate right now. I'll give a better forecast for Wednesday morning. We're looking at like 1 to 2 inches in the Sawtooth, and then 2 to 3 in the Boulder Pioneers. It looks like the Lost Rivers are probably going to be the winner with just higher mountains, more orographic lift. Those are going to be around 3 inches of snow. So not a bunch of snow, but if you're going to be out hunting in the high mountains, it can make for some slippery conditions and cold conditions. So be on the lookout for that. All right, lastly, we'll look at the GFS with the 500 millibar chart to look at this incoming low area coming in from North Cascades, or really from the Gulf of Alaska. And this thing is going to just sink all the way down towards Nevada and really create this close low over Idaho. So that's why we're going to be having more precip than previous. It's kind of been smaller events. And it's going to kind of last through Friday into Saturday before it starts shifting more back to a zonal flow. Then it looks like we have another hit of weather coming our way for probably the beginning of next week. It looks like the system doesn't look as strong, but it's going to probably bring in a little bit of moisture with that. And then we're looking at the future cast at that point. So touch base again on Wednesday.